Barak Yahweh Alam. Barak Yahweh Alam. Shalom, saints. Welcome back to Planet. Forgive me. Shalom, shalom, saints. Welcome back to TRU-TALK. Today, I want to talk about us, especially my beautiful, unique Hebrew, Shemitic African women, also known as Black, Negro, African American. And I especially want to speak on how beautiful and unique and amazing and wonderful. Did I already say beautiful and unique and stunning? How your hair is. I caught wind, and I don't know how long the video been out there, how long ago it been. I think it's been like a couple of years. But I got wind, there was this white dude making videos, and he got about 8, 9 videos talking about Hebrew women, talking about y'all, our Black women. And one of the videos, I think like 2 or 3 of the videos, he's talking about white hair versus black hair. And he's giving his opinion why he does not like black hair. And it's like, so who are you? And this dude got like 8 videos on our Hebrew sisters. And it's crazy because I thought about it and I'm like, me as a so-called black man would never in a million years thinking about making a video, let alone 8 videos about white women, about what I like and don't like about them, or specifically why I don't like their hair. And I be trying to get my mindset in these people, but I just can't because these people are really obsessed with us and they are delusional. To make 8, 9 videos about a whole nother race of women, you are obsessed. I don't even think about white women, no Chinese women, no Asian women. I only think about my women. And that's a testimony to how beautiful our women are and how beautiful our Black queens are. That these white people are obsessed. And not only obsessed with us, but they are obsessed with trying to bring us down, try to criticize us. They are intimidated by us in our hair. And I could have put a million pictures up here of a million different hairstyles, of a million different beautiful Hebrew women. But I just picked a few pictures off of the internet. And I just wanted to show y'all, because since he had the nerve to do that, I said, well, me as a black man, I'm not going to be petty and foolish because I don't care 2 cents about a white woman and her hair, nothing about a white woman. But I do love my sisters. So I said, why don't I make a video about how much I love my beautiful Black Hebrew sisters' hair, how much I enjoy it. And I wonder how many views I get because a lot of sisters was tuning in and listening to this foolishness. Why do we give our ear to that, to people like that, to validate us? And that's why a lot of our sisters, I just gotta say it, are hesitant and even ashamed to wear their natural hair because they feel uncomfortable because cowards like that and our women, just like the men's, has been through so much. Even though they like to say strong, independent Black women, yes, our women are strong and independent, but they are gentle and precious. And we need to protect them. We need to protect their feelings, their emotions, their life. So I'm just coming over here doing my part because, I ain't got to gas, light, or hype up or cap or none of that. I'm going to just tell the truth. I love my sister's hair. I love our hair. And you see there's so many different hairstyles. Like, I only put a few, like I said, but like check out the braids. Braiding our hair alone. We can do so many braids style from straight back to zigzag to braids in a ponytail to look at the braids down here, look at the design to dread to locks and locks alone. How many styles we can put? We can braid the locks. We can put the locks in so many styles. An afro, the ponytails to uh, block plaits, the plaits, the twisters. I remember I used to put puff puffs in my hair when I was younger. Little balls, little puff puff. I call them puff puff, but I think they got a name for. I forgot the name they call them. I just call them puff puff. But then you can all these hairstyles that we can put. We can the Black woman her natural hair. She can do so many hairstyles. Like I'm sorry, the white woman I just see what 3 hairstyles. She either let it straight, put it in a ponytail, wrap it up in a bun. That's like the only 2 hairstyles I see of white women. But Black women or any other natural women's, you know, of that. Because when you talk about Asians, Chinese, Japanese, Mexicans, they all got the same hair type. It may be different colors like dirty blonde and brunette and all that different colors, but it's the same hair type. It's only you African women that got a different hair type out of all the races of women because you set apart. You unique. And when I talk to my sisters about their hair, one of the things that I realize is, the scripture says, our people perish for the lack of knowledge. And I realize our people don't know much about our hair, sadly, because we've been colonized and we've been forced to take on our colonizer, our oppressors, likeness and try to appeal to them. So we dislike our own self and we don't know our own self. I was talking to this older Hebrew woman. Or who y'all say when y'all hear me say Hebrew, just let y'all know I'm talking about Negro women, African women. I was talking to this older Hebrew woman in her 50s, and she had a perm in her hair. And she was talking about how she was going to get another perm because that perm was wearing out. And I didn't see nothing. I just didn't look like it was wearing out to me. But I asked, I said, when was the first time you perm your hair? Or I asked her, when was the last time she wear her natural hair? And you know what this 50-year-old Hebrew woman told me? She said when she was 7, she got a perm. And ever since then, she been getting weave and perm. And she never wore her natural hair. So when it start to get curly or kinky or what we call nappy, you know, that negative word that got to do with our hair. And I'm gonna explain what that word nappy comes from. And hopefully it won't be so negative. But when it got close to that, she would just say, I just put another relaxer in it. And not only her, but I talked to Hebrew women in their 40s and late 30s, even early 20s, and they all have the same story. When I was about 7 or 10, some of them was a little later. When I was about 12, I got a perm, and after that, I never wore my natural hair. So we got generation of our women who don't know how to take care of their natural hair because one, they never had to, because they never wore their natural hair. Their whole life, they just put weave and perm in it. And then you wonder why your hair won't grow. Do you know what that stuff do? Especially that chemical, that perm? The smell of it burn your eyes and nose. You gotta wear gloves to put it on your hands or it's gonna burn your hand. You leave it on too long, it's gonna burn. What you think it's doing? It's burning all your nutrients and everything that make your hair what it is to grow. You killing it. And a lot of our women can't grow hair or hair is hard to grow because they put chemicals in it. Think about it. When you was younger, before you put that palm in your hair was growing. You didn't have a problem with your hair. But that jumped out to me that a lot of our women, like seem like every last one of them I talk to say the same thing. After I got my hair perm when I was 7 or 10, I never wore my natural hair. I don't even know how my natural hair look. You got people even afraid to even let their hair get back natural. Or they just cover it up with weave and never do anything to it because, quite frankly, they truly don't know what to do to it. But look at all these beautiful hairstyles. But I just want to educate our women on their hair a little bit. I feel like I missed something. I was about to say something. But yeah, it's a shame. But look at these beautiful hair, man. This is just beautiful. And me as a man, I like my Hebrew women with their natural hair. You know, you can get your hair done every now and then and maybe put something in it to, If you want to straighten it, not no chemicals or whatever. If you my wife, you gonna wear your natural hair. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nothing more beautiful than a Hebrew in her natural state. But let's get to our hair. What does our hair resemble? White people hair resemble dog hair or horse hair, straight hair. Our hair resembles sheep. We got hair like sheep. You know what they call sheep hair? Wool. You know what they call our hair? Wool. The texture of our hair is wool or woolly, like sheep's. And I always ask people, they be like, my hair nappy. I say, your hair curly. They say, who, my hair? And this how ignorant some of my people is. I'm like, yeah, your hair is curly. They're like, shoot, this stuff ain't curly. This stuff is nappy. Because they think curly is some type of, I don't know what they think curly is. But they don't see their hair is curly. But if you got any Negro hair, as what I just seen, this is not straight hair. So if it's not straight, what is it? This is curly hair. They like to call kinky. All this is curls. It's twisted up. Now I'm gonna explain that to you about our hair, how amazing our hair is. Now, about 2 years ago, I found out about the hair types. I don't know who made it up. I don't really like stuff like this because it's like, where they getting this from? Who making this stuff up? But okay, everybody is accepting it, so I'm just gonna go with it. These are the so-called hair types. Now, if you Negro, if you fully Negro, you're gonna be in the fours, either 4C, 4B, or 4A. Okay, I give it to you. If you fully Negro, you might have a 3C also. But most of all, you're gonna be in the fours. And if you maybe mixed with something, then you will have a black. If you black and mixed with something, you may have a 3B or a 3C. But if I show you this picture and I say which hair is curly, you will say these are the curly ones. And if I say which one is the most curly, it'll be a no-brainer. You'll say this one is the most curly. And you will be right because Negro hair, or the one that they say the roughest or the toughest, is the most curliness. And why is our hair so tough and rough to comb through? I tell people, first of all, our hair is not meant to be combed through. We trying to comb our hair is not meant to be combed like that. We don't have straight hair, we got curly hair. And our hair is so curly, it's like these strands, these yarns. You see these yarns? Say every yarn is a strain of hair. And every string of hair, it curls around like this hula hoop. And it curls so much around that it curls around one another. That's how curly our hair is. That it curls around, every string curls and wrap around each other until it develops a knot, a ball. You remember, how we had them what we call uh peas in the kitchen on the back of our neck, them little balls. They ain't nothing but just uh strands of hair that don't curl and wrapped up around each other until it became a ball. Or it curled up into a knot. It twists and curled up into a knot. Not, hence, knotty. The word knotty come from knot. because our hair be in many little knots. Why? Because it's so curly, it curls around one another and twists. It get tangled up and develop knots. Ain't that amazing? That our hair is so curly like that. There's no other race of people hair is that curly that it's developing knots because it's twisting around one another. Like I think I seen somebody wrote, if your hair don't curl up when you wet, you don't have curly hair. I'm like, what? But natural black people with what we call natty and nappy hair, we don't have to get out wet for it to curl up. It's already curled up. If you gotta wet your hair for it to curl up, then that just shows you got black in you because there's other race that got so-called curly hair, but not really. It's just it's not it's wavy, but it's not really curls. And the only way Chinese, any other people can truly have curly hair is they got black in them. You can mix a Chinese person with a white person or a white person with them. All of them got straight hair. The only way the curly hair come in the picture if they mix with a Negro person. And then they can get the little kinks and curls. Now it won't be just as curly as ours. It'll be loose curls with probably like a 3A or a 3B. And most people look at that and think that's what curly is. No, that's loose curls. That's hair that's belly curl. Our hair is the curliest. And also, I got this slinky up here because our hair is like a slinky. Our hair uses longer than it appears. When we stretch out our hair, what it do when we pull our hair? It stretches out. And when you let it go, what it do? It bounce back or it curls back up, just like a slinky. When you stretch out this slinky, what it's gonna do? It's gonna draw out and be longer. As soon as you let that slinky go, it's gonna draw back up or curl back up. So our hair is bouncy and curly like that. And I got the two ethnic group of the white hair. Now we got the Caucasian woman and a Hebrew woman. Now, I just picked these two pictures to show the difference in style of hair. Now this woman, the Caucasian woman, her hair is more like most animals' hair, like a dog hair or a horse hair or a horse hair. Her hair can get, by the way, that's where the word ponytail come from. Because when they put their hair in a ponytail, it looked like a horse tail or a ponytail. But anyway, so we need to stop saying ponytail. Maybe we need to say sheep's tail, bush tail or something. But white people here, also Mexicans and Chinese and Asian, everybody with this hair type, they get bugs in their hair, mostly lice. Bugs can live in their hair, just like they can also get fleas, just like bugs can live on dogs and animals' hair. Our hair is not like that. Bugs do not live in the Negro hair. That's one advantage that we got. Advantage, what they like to say or what they like to point out about our hair is our hair is drier than all the other nations hair. They hair produce oil. Our hair, our hair do produce oil, but not as much. And I think because of it's so curly that the oil don't spread out like and straight if it was straight. So that leave our hair more drier and they hair more moisture or more oily. Now, the benefits or pros about that is when your hair is more dry, it break off easy. But because they hair produce more oil and more oily, it produces a smell also. And if they don't wash their hair daily, it will become real oily and greasy. You know, have you ever seen a homeless white person that they hair look wet and just dirty and oily and smelly? It's because all that oil, when they don't wash their hair, that's what happens to their hair. So white people basically have to wash their hair every day so their hair won't smell and it won't be so oily. So really all that shampoo and stuff is really made for white people. We not supposed to be washing our hair every day. Our hair is already dry. And our hair do not stink or smell. We can go a week without washing our hair and our hair would not smell and look bad. But their hair will. They cannot go a week without washing their hair. You know, some white people, that's all they do, is wash their hair. They don't really take a bath, they just wash their hair. I'm just telling you what some white people told me. They just say, I just wash my hair, not my body. Okay, cool. That's how some of them are. But nevertheless, even some of our people like that don't like to wash. But the main thing they told us about our hair, or because we didn't know about our hair, they gave us grease to put on our hair. Grease is not moisturizing our hair. You may moisturize your scalp or shine your scalp up, may have a shiny forehead, but that's not really moisturizing your hair. So how do we get the oils in our hair? We put the oils in our hair. That's one of the things that Black people don't know about their hair or how to take care of their hair is we got to put oil in our hair. And I learned that from the Bible because reading the Bible, it's talking about our people. When it's talking about the daughter of Zion and they're anointing their hair with olive oil. And I was like, olive oil, and they put an oil in their hair. So I started putting olive oil in my hair and I seen the difference. It'll moisturize it, make it shiner. And the way that our hair is, it holds in the oil. So even the stricture, it don't fit Caucasian people because they hair already oily. Why would they put more oil in their hair to moisturize their hair when their hair is already oily enough? So the scripture is talking about us when it's talking about the daughters of Zion and the people of Israel using the olive trees to put oil in their hair, to moisturize their hair. So the scriptures even taught me how to do my hair. And also our hair, it's soft. When it describes Black people hair, they describe it as being fluffy and soft like cotton. So our hair is built to cushion our skull, to cushion our head. We can have a big afro and lay down on it, and it can be as a pillow. Matter of fact, what do they put in pillow? Cotton. The same texture, or how they say our hair look and feel like cotton. They put that in a pillow so they can lay their head on. But we got a natural cushion, our hair. Not only that, but our hair hold water. When they get wet, it don't hold water and it dry real quick. How many Negroes here that know that when you wet your hair, when we wash our hair, even though we dry with the towel, it stay wet for a minute. And that's a beautiful thing because when we pour water on our water contains hair or it holds pocket of water, and that's the way it can keep us cool. You know, our body our hair and everything about us is made to survive on this earth, to be unique. So when you pour water on your head and you out there walking, your hair would attain that water in your skull to keep you dry, to keep you cool. In Daniel 9:7, the scriptures talk about our people, but do you know the Most High has an afro? The Most High hair texture is like this and not like this. So what do we have to be ashamed of? It's the creator of all things. He decided he wanted his hair. Man, look, Daniel chapter 9, chapter 7, verse 9. I behold, till the thrones was cast down in the ancient of days. That's the creator of all things, if you didn't know. The ancient of days. One of his name is the ancient of days. Did sit. So Daniel saw the ancients of days of the Most High Yah, or Yahweh, or Yahuwah, sitting down on his throne, whose garment was white as snow, in the hair. Oh, you seen the Most High hair? Then you're like, yeah, he had a right garment on, and his hair of his head like the pure wool. What is wool? This right here, I wish I should have got some more pictures of showing you just the pure wool. Pure wool look just like this. Our hair. That's why they call our hair woolly. Describe our hair as being woolly. But this is something we can be proud of, not ashamed of. And we should definitely not listen to them when it comes to our hair. They see stuff like this and this is beautiful. They say stuff like unprofessional, messy. I say unique and beautiful, and y'all jealous. Like it's crazy because in this society, they talk about diversity and acceptance, but if you don't talk like them, act like them, dress like them, and even have your hair like them, they'll have something negative to say about you and try to say that you're not human because you different and unique. And I hate when people say, when something racist happen, they say, oh, it's 20, that's happening in 2023. It don't matter what day it is. I mean, what uh date it is. Yes, racism exists. And not only racism exists, but our people still in 2023, just like they was in 2010, just like they was in 1995, just like they was in 1993, are ashamed to wear their own hair out. Not all of them, but more than it should be. But I salute all my beautiful Hebrew women that I do see with their natural hair. And I always give them a compliment. Let them know it's beautiful. Because everybody always give them a compliment when they put some weave or straighten their hair. No, we need to start giving, when we see our one with their natural hair, give them a compliment. Let them know how beautiful it is. Look at all the different styles we can put our hair in. From plaits to locks to braids, braiding it 100 different ways, to the puff puffs, to the afro. just so unique. All these hairstyles is beautiful. And then of course you have the other folks do something like this and they get praised. No, we need to walk confident on who the Most High made us and love who we are and know who we are and know that we are unique. That everything about us is beautiful. There's nothing wrong about us. There's nothing imperfect about us. There's nothing unprofessional about us. How can you, is the white person here inappropriate or unprofessional because of the way it grow? That's the way it grow. That's the way it is. Don't never let nobody tell you that the way your hair grow, the hair that you were born with is messy, it's unprofessional, is not suitable. The devil is a lie. Your hair is beautiful just the way it is. And sometimes it be our own people picking at us, telling us, oh, you need to get a perm. That nasty, that naughty stuff. Because they lost. They colonized. Their parents ain't telling them. And these the same people that will get a perm and be 50 and never wore their natural hair, never seen their natural hair, never had the pleasure of enjoying their curls, the playing in it, twisting it up, to letting it grow. Because they didn't kill it by putting all the chemicals in it. And they know how to moisturize it and let it grow. And see a woman hair like this, if it's straightened out, it'll probably go down to her neck area. But that's how her hair is. It's so curly and tints up that it looks short. But I just had to get all these beautiful pictures of these beautiful women and they natural hair with different braids and afros and style. And we need to know how beautiful our hair is. I want to tell a story, but I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna tell the story when it comes to the final thoughts. But nevertheless, love your hair. Love who you are, Hebrew women. Embrace who you are. You are created in the Most High image. The Most High Creator got woolly hair. Your hair is knotty because it knots around one another. Because it's so curly, it developed a knot. Your hair is beautiful. You are unique. The Most High call you the lost sheep of Israel. No wonder he called us the sheep, his lost sheep of Israel. He don't call us the lost dogs or the lost horse. He called us the lost sheep. That he are our shepherds. And our hair is unique and beautiful. I'm gonna keep saying it. I might need to say it a couple more times just to get it in your head. Your hair, your natural hair, black woman, and some black men probably need to hear this too, is unique and beautiful. It's curly. It's kinky. It's the most curliest hair on this planet. It's the most unique hair on this planet. It's soft. You can do all type of styles with it. Your hair is set apart for every other nationality on this earth. Besides with ham, but not all the ham. Some are ham, and some are sham also. But for the most part, our people are set apart. Every other nationality got straight hair, and we got curly hair. That seems to go against gravity. Everybody else here is thin. Oh yeah, that's what I forgot to speak about. How white people, Asian, Mexican hair, their hair are straight and thin. One thing about our hair is thick. They don't have that thick hair, that fluffiness like us. Do you want skin, thin, straight hair, or do you want thick, fluffy hair that define gravity, that curls up, that holds water, that you ain't got to do nothing to it, that it'll just twist up and lock on its own? Love who you are, my people. Love your hair. Till next time, Shalom.